Welcome, everyone, to Gameful Learning 101. I'm Katrine Becker. This is the continuation of a 10-question series that introduces me and the work I've been doing for about the last 15 years or so. It was originally created for the Game-Based Learning Virtual Summit that was held on November 1st to 3rd, 2023, and hosted by Patrick Felicia. I hope you enjoy it. And the final interview question asks that if I could give one piece of advice or share one key lesson that I've learned throughout my career, what would it be?
Well, I would say there isn't really one piece of advice or one key lesson, but it's a collection of them that I have learned over the years are really quite important. So I'll give you 5. 1, know your material. 2, don't be afraid to say, I don't know. 3, be willing to explain yourself. 4, set your bar high and trust them to reach it. And 5, give them time to come to trust you. Right? The first one, you don't have to be an in and out, know everything kind of expert, but you need to be confident on what you know, and you need to be prepared to provide evidence for what you are telling them. Because with the way things are these days, there's all kinds of information around, and so be prepared to back up what you're saying. 2, don't be afraid to say you don't know. There are bound to be things that you come across that you really don't know. So say so. Don't make up something. Don't cover. Don't claim that something's uninteresting just because you don't know or they haven't figured that out yet, which is often code for, well, I haven't figured that out yet. Say you don't know, and if it's important to what you're doing, then make a point, make a note, go and find some answer that you can come and tell them the next time. They will appreciate this a lot more than if you try and cover for something that you didn't know. 3, explain yourself, right? There is nothing wrong with telling someone, here's what I want you to do, and here's why I want you to do it, and here's what I hope you're going to get out of it. I'm really not a fan of this whole stealth learning idea that, we can make it so much fun so that they hardly even know they're learning. No, make it clear that they're learning. Learning is in and of itself a satisfying activity, and so get to it and explain what you're trying to get out of this, what you want them to get out of it. That way, if they don't, you should also be inviting them to tell you what they missed so that you can traumatize it again a different way. Don't be afraid to set your bar high. That's number 4. You can do that, but you must also trust that they will be able to reach it given enough help, right? You don't have to do it for them. That's not the goal, but help them out with what they're doing so that they can actually reach the bar that you have set. If it turns out you've set it way too high, well, then you have to recalibrate. But don't lower your bar just to make sure everybody feels good and nobody complains. The last one, if you're going to approach something in a way that's different from what other people do, you have to give them time to come to trust you. They have been told a lot of things, especially once you get to higher ed. They've been told a lot of things by a lot of instructors, much of which was not actually quite true in terms of what they want and what the instructors will and won't do. So you have to give them a chance. You have to actually prove to them that you are worthy of their trust. And if you do it the other way around, if you trust them, they will often, almost always, rise to the occasion if you make it possible for them to do that.